how you can create the business owner lifestyle for yourself and a free gift coming up on Quick Sustainable Wealth TV. Welcome to Quick Sustainable Wealth TV. I'm Robert Scrobe, and I'm enjoying the day at my pool. It's beautiful and sunny outside, nice and warm. It's a great day, and glad that you've joined me. This is a place that I love to come to relax, to read, and to do writing. And today I wanted to share a story with you and really help you create that business owner lifestyle that we all want. I mean, we all want that owner lifestyle where we maybe check in on the office once in a while and there's folks that are working and making money and putting money in our checking account, and we don't even have to do that work. So how do you go from where you are to creating that business owner lifestyle? Well, the most important part is business systems and processes. You know, when I started my first business, I was the answer source. Everybody came to me for answers to questions. And I was getting so many questions from clients, from employees, from vendors. I felt like a switchboard operator. It was all I could do to get things going, to get things done. And because I was trying to keep everybody else working, I didn't have time to do the marketing and business building that I needed to make happen. So this is what I started to do, is I created a list of questions. And so for about a week, all I did is, as people were coming to me, I had a little file open on my computer, and I would write their question down. And I would go ahead and answer it, and then they would go off. So it was a little bit extra because I was writing the questions as I went, but it was no big deal. A client would call, I would write down kind of who that client was, what their question was, as I was answering it on the phone. If somebody came to my office, again, I would just record their questions as I went. Emails, the same thing. If I had to respond to an email, I would write that question down. What I found was there was a pretty long list of questions, but when I boiled it down, I could find that there was about 25 of them that came in over and over again. So what I did is I took a couple hours one evening and I wrote down great answers to those 25 very typical questions. And I was able then to give that list to somebody so that they could answer those questions, so that the client could call, ask them the question instead of me. And a lot of this took a little bit of training on the part of the client, then that team member was able to answer 25 most common questions off the top. And so within a week, I went from getting all the questions to myself to getting probably about 80% of them answered by somebody else in a great way. Because all they had to do was take the call. Hey, how may I help you? Oh, well, do you have a question for him? Is there something I may help you with? Oh, great. Well, you know what? It just so happens I do have the answer to your question. And so the client or the employee was able to get the question immediately, and I was able to continue working at my desk. The way you get that business owner lifestyle is to duplicate yourself through business processes and systems. One of the great ways is through a frequently asked question list. Also, what I see a lot of business owners do is when they create marketing, they create a marketing piece, a brochure, a website, and that's the wrong way to think. Instead, you have to create a system. All right, you think to yourself, how is it that somebody's going to come to know that I exist? And then once they know that I exist, how am I going to get them to become familiar with me so that they see me as an expert? Then when they become familiar with me, how am I going to get them to trust me? And then when they trust me, how am I going to get them to actually take the time to make that buying decision? Well, that is a process. That's not one brochure or website, but instead it's a series of materials. And I know what you're thinking, my goodness, that's so much. It's all I could do to get a brochure done. But when you think of it in these terms, you're able to, instead of creating a brochure, you create a process that gets customers to know you, to like you, to trust you, and to buy from you. And that is what will create quick, sustainable wealth for you and your family. I got a special gift for you. Check out QuickSustainableWealth.com. I've got a video there that reveals my 5 criteria for any business venture that I get involved with, either a business venture that I'm starting, a joint venture, or a business that I might buy. It's 5 criteria I always review before I choose whether or not to get started, and that's at QuickSustainableWealth.com. Coming up, I've got a great story next time on Quick Sustainable Wealth TV. It's how you can go from chasing clients to having them chase you. That's coming up next time on Quick Sustainable Wealth TV.